yours recently have been difficult. Are you in a different situation in the sense that you're looking to build and looking to improve from a position of strength? All those things are going on behind the scenes. There are plans in place, and on the pitch you're in a good position.
Well, you know, we've got more points this year than I think we had last year. We did have a good December last year, but you can't just sit back and say, oh yeah, we've got 37 points. That's enough. No, you never got enough points. And we've always got to be trying to do better on the pitch and improve what we've already got. And you know, we believe in that by the way we coach the players. You know, I think the lads respond to the way they're coached. And I think if you looked at the discipline in our shape over the last couple of games, I know we got a little bit ragged when Mayer let the shackles off for the last 10-15 minutes on Saturday, but in the main, the last two games, the shape's been very impressive, and the lads have bought into what we want to do, but they've responded well to the coaching that we've given them. Tactically, I think we've been quite strong over the last couple of games.
It's a big week, 3 home games in the space of a week. How tricky is it to do that work in training and that tactical stuff with the players with 3 games in such quick succession at home?
Certainly for this one it's difficult. You know, you've only got 1 day prep, and that's we're still in recovery mode, you know, especially after a long journey there and back. But we'll do our best, and then, you know, we've got more prep then. And the thing is that you're preparing for different games, different teams, so each preparation, each tactical setup's got to be different. And you know, we don't believe in altering ourselves too much to suit the opposition, but we've got to be mindful of what threats the opposition pose. So, you know, we don't have a lot of time to prepare, but I'm from the background where Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday was the norm. So, you know, I love being involved in football matches. That's the best part of the job for me. I love the stress. I love when your stomach's in knots. And Gary Roberts will testify. I think I must have said to him 50 times on Saturday, I wish it was 5 o'clock when we were leading. So, but, and I know some of the players love it as well. They should have played it the same. Certainly Mark Hughes would, didn't he?
It's the constant caveat at the minute about your games in hand and where that potentially might take you. I know you don't buy into all that, but is it a good thing to start whittling them down and start playing them and start...
I'd sell them for points now. Someone offered me a point and a half for every game in hand I'd bite your hand.
Big opportunity this week though, isn't it, with the 3 games at home? Traditionally that would mean an increased opportunity of winning them. I know we're in strange times.
I don't see that like that anymore. You know, when I've seen enough this season to know that you can't take any game for granted, and every game you play poses its own problems. And if you look at all the bottom teams, we haven't really done well against. So we have to just try and focus on the way we play. Bear in mind what the opposition posed a threat, and try and take away the expectations of the players and just expect to do your best. And if we can get to the highs that we got against Hull and Plymouth for big parts, we've got a chance. But it's only a chance. You need a lot of luck in football. And you know, anyone who watched Liverpool yesterday would look like a comprehensive win. Yeah, West Ham missed a really good chance at 0-0. He's put it the other side of the post, and if that goes in, it's a different game, totally different game. And we've seen that time and time again with us. So, you know, we know how hard you've got to work, but you still need that little bit of luck.
Bristol Rovers, one of an ever increasing number of clubs that have made a change. What have you made of what's gone on there? And I know you know the guy that's come in very well.
Yeah, we do, don't we? No, he's a good manager, and you know, it's nice to see him back in. You know, he's got a good pedigree, plays football the right way, and I can't comment too much about managers. I bet there was a few people calling me on Saturday when I mentioned Alex Neil getting some stick. So I just think people are too quick to blame the managers. I'm lucky in the respect that I've got an owner who's more or less a mate now, more than a boss, and we both understand. We're both on the same page in probably nearly everything regarding the football. You know, we want what's best for the club. We want the club to grow. We realise how the club could grow. We realise the pitfalls of not overspending. So I'm fortunate in the fact that I don't have that pressure. The pressure that comes from me is very much internal, pressure to put on myself. But I see managers getting maligned who have done fantastic jobs, and I don't understand.
Is it not enough of a two-way street? Do managers not get enough praise? Do they not get enough kind of plaudits when things are going well, and then after one game they can get untold amounts of stick?
And listen, I think football's always been about the players. You know, and people might think otherwise, but you know, a football team without the players isn't a football team. And I think they should get the most praise, but they very rarely get the blame. You know, and I think players should get the praise, not so much get the blame, but managers have to control the players, and so I think most managers will willingly, you know, stick their chest out and try and deflect the blame off the players and protect the players. But I'm not for this. All the managers getting bouquets thrown at them. I think when things go well, it should be about the players, and I think the managers should act as a kind of a shield. But sometimes you see managers getting personal abuse and, you know, all the blame. Now you've got to take responsibility of the fact that you govern the players and you govern the style of football. But ultimately, when they cross the line, there's not a lot you can do. It's not like Subutio. It's not like FIFA, where you press X and Y and someone goes into a slot. Most goals that are scored in football are scored by someone's mistake, and it's very rarely the manager's mistake that leads to a goal.
Has it changed? Has the culture of management changed? The way it's reflected in the media? We hear loads about Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola, styles of play, ethoses, all that stuff. Is that different to even when you started?
I think managers have always had a philosophy and an ethos and a style of play. I don't think that'll change. But the job of a manager's changed now. At the higher up you go, you know, it's being cut into about 7 different parts. And you know, you've got recruitment, you've got analysis, you've got nutrition, fitness, other things. You know, and you're seeing roles being created for people, heads of operations, TFO or director of football, TOF, and I think the art of management is being watered down, I think, a lot, and some clubs need a strong hand at the tiller.
Bristol Rovers, did they worry you more than playing the top teams? Because you said about the underdog tag in the past.
Every team we play against they worry me because I know they're capable of beating us. As I said the other week, you know, when I got asked, you know, was the whole game just the one that, you know, you're not expected to win? I believe we can beat anybody, but I also know that certainly in League One this year you're capable of losing to anyone. And I know Bristol Rovers are a good side. I've watched a bit of them, and, you know, and they've done enough to show me that